a man unexpectedly discovered a small bird trapped in a fence, crying out in agony from the intense pain. Without hesitation, he pried apart the wooden slats and carefully freed the fragile creature from the narrow gap. Severely frightened by the ordeal, the bird was stiff and unable to move. Concerned by its weak and listless condition, the man decided to take it home and care for it. Afraid that it might catch a chill, he lined his own cat's bed to create a warm resting place and gently fed it some food. After several days of attentive care, the bird gradually regained its strength. Perched on the man's hand, it flapped its wings energetically, an unmistakable sign that it was ready to return to the sky. He brought the bird outdoors and softly lifted his hand to set it free. Yet the bird remained still, gazing at him as though it had something left unsaid. Moments later, it flew down to the grass, reluctant to leave. The man gently stroked its forehead and told it that parting is only for the sake of a better reunion. As if understanding his words, the bird returned to his hand for a final farewell before spreading its wings and soaring away. He assumed their bond had come to an end. However, a few days later, the bird reappeared at his car window, fluttering its wings as if greeting an old friend. Recognizing the familiar visitor, the man stepped out and interacted with it once more. As he stroked its feathers, the bird appeared completely at ease, immersed in the joy of reunion. To his surprise, the bird even followed him back home. The man immediately brought out some food, and the bird promptly landed on his hand, happily cracking sunflower seeds. From then on, he regularly prepared food for his small companion, who faithfully appeared on the windowsill at the appointed time, waiting for their warm gatherings. Eventually, the man placed a large bowl of nuts on the balcony. Overwhelmed by such generosity, the bird eagerly indulged. The next day, it even brought its mate, proudly displaying their affection before him. Soon, the bird shared the good news with its friends and relatives, who began flocking to the yard to enjoy the rare feast. More birds gathered, drawn by the abundance and the welcoming environment. Though they were of different species, they behaved with remarkable order, queuing patiently at feeding time without conflict. Some even seemed to sing and dance in gratitude. The harmonious atmosphere was so inviting that even small squirrels came to share in the bounty. The man went further, building a small pond in the backyard where the birds could drink and bathe. For the more timid visitors, he installed additional feeders to ensure every bird could eat in comfort. As their numbers grew, the yard gradually transformed into a sanctuary, a paradise for birds. The man, in turn, became the quiet guardian of this haven. What began as a simple act of compassion unexpectedly brought an entire flock back to his home. From that day forward, his once quiet courtyard was filled with life, becoming a warm refuge for countless small creatures.